So big sporting weekend once again for everybody here on the Philippine Olympic Network.
Ooh. It was a good move, and they're going to get Vic Manuel for really pushing him out with his thigh.
Sonny Thos comes back on.
That'll be the second foul on Vic Manuel. That, you know, at these early goings, he doesn't want to pick up that third, that's for sure.
Thos is joining. Baguio, Manuel, Azul, and Eximiliano as they go up against Pinckney, Rondial, Baracael, Montfort, and Lanete. Lead is back with Phoenix. Baguio wants to get it right back. Eximiliano locates the boss, who gives it right back to Chris. Eximiliano from the outside.
Yeah, good. Nice little two-man game there between Eximiliano and Thos. And, you know, a guy who's been sort of knocked for his outside shot knocks it down, Eximiliano.
Steal by Baguio. Manuel on the run, trying to elude the defense of Montfort. RJ lines it up and punches it through.
You know, that's the mark of a good shooter. He didn't even hesitate. Good pass, good dribbling ability right there by Vic Manuel as well.
And the Aces are now up by 4, the largest lead they have held tonight. Pinckney goes over to Lanete. Rondial wants it at the post. Lanete down the gutter of the defense, had to dig deep. Rondial keeps it on that side, but the boss finally clears it for the guys in red.
Pushes it ahead. Azul's going to pick it from the right side this time. All right, a little bit of a heat check is never a bad thing.
Talk about having confidence behind your shot. Lanete misses on this one. Manuel gets it over to Azul.
One other thing you got to say about Vic Manuel, his hands are humongous.
Yeah.
He holds the ball, it looks like a grape.
Manuel on the catch, goes to the hook.
Yeah.
Using those big hands again.
Great high-low there between Skyrus and Vic Manuel, who was calling for the ball. Nice little jump hook.
This now is the largest lead of the game either way. Oh, nice patience by Baracael.
Excellent pump fake there. Got everybody in the popcorn machine. He just rose up on the other side.
Eximiliano working against Montfort. Ping puts it up over Pinckney. Thos ends up stepping on that baseline before he got to save that ball.
I think Eximiliano was thinking about the last time he got his shot volleyball spiked out of bounds. He just kind of threw it up there real quick in front of the outstretched arms of Pinckney.
JC Antal has made his way back into this game, relieving Lanete. Tony De La Cruz, the captain of the Aces, now on as he replaces Manuel. 4-point game, Alaska 26, Phoenix 22. Rondial will offer the pick. Montfort to the right side.
Oh, good pass.
Rondial moving well without the leather, but and as he said, Montfort located him at the perfect time.
Absolutely. A great cut by Rondial, but a wonderful pass from Emmett Montfort.
26-24, that'll cut the Alaska lead down to 2. Barely 3 minutes into the second frame. Azul hesitates, gets it to Tony. De La Cruz with a 17-footer.
TD doing what he's been doing forever and a day. Those mid-range jumpers, and he knows how to do it.
Kevin Racal being deployed here by Coach Alex Compton. The rookie out of Letran will be coming in at the next dead ball situation as Montfort kicks it out. Big from deep. Rondial is there, but still couldn't get the putback, but he will keep the ball on that side of the floor.
That was just good work there by Rondial, who just never gave up on the play. Had like 2 or 3 jumps up there. They kept tipping the ball upstairs, but you know, his hard work paid off, and they retained possession.
This is why a lot of basketball experts love the work ethic of this kid.
You know, you can never substitute hard work, and you know, players, I've always believed, are not really born, they're made, and he has made himself into quite a specimen.
Thos whistled for that foul as he tried to pull the chair from behind Pinckney. Montfort with a looper. Thos this time taps it away from Pinckney, and it is Azul pushing it the other way. RJ leaves it off for Racal. The flip shot does not work. Rebound picked up by Rondial. He pitches it over to Baracael. Mac looking to attack Baguio. And that's an offensive foul.
They're going to get Rodney for clearing out Tony De La Cruz.
That's why Mac was trying to ask for an explanation. Ref's like, it's not on you, dude. It's the other guy.
Yeah, borderline. But it's on the other guy, you're right.
Lost with a big pick.
That was almost
snapped the head of Montfort.
You saw it, right?
And we're on HD. I bet people saw the sweat coming off Montfort.
Yes.
Eman down the middle. Drops it off to Pinckney. He's in traffic. Boxes it up and in.
Oh, what a play there by Kevin Pinckney. Taking all that contact and proving he's the man underneath.
Take another look at it, Vince. Look at that. Two guys right on him.
Boom. And he fell hard. Might feel that tomorrow.
Evan Pinckney trying to do all he can to secure his first PBA win, and he's having words with Baguio right now.
Yep. Nice words, I'm sure. Saying, hello, how are you today? No, I doubt it. He's saying, hey, don't ever think you can guard me. I got you.
Garcia back on the floor.
I got you by about 7 inches, boy.
And Pinckney will pull Phoenix to within one, 28-27. Cascio, likewise back on for Alaska. Pitches it out. It is Sonny from the outside. That was good all the way.
You know, that's one thing. If he works on it relentlessly and improves just another meter out from where he's used to shooting, it will just open up so many horizons, not only for him, but for his team.
Boss actually averages better than 11 points per ball game this tournament, shooting 54% from the field. He's actually already got a three-pointer in the book.
Wow.
Oh, what a sidestep. R.R. Garcia taking it to the aces.
That was the shake and the bake and the finish from R.R. Incredible play.
5 points in the game now for Ryan Roos. Sonny again. Not that time around.
You see his range for me is probably around 14, 15 feet, but if he just increases that to about 17, that's it. He would be just so effective. Even more so than now.
Intal off the turnaround, gets the bounce. And the Phoenix Fuel Masters snatch back the lead, 31-30.
You know, there's not another shooting guard / small forward in this league that can really do the things that JC Intal does. If he gets his confidence a little higher, I mean, who's going to block his shot? He can rise above everybody. He's got really long arms.
JC's 6'5", right?
He's 6'4", 6'5", but he's got long arms, and we all know jumps very well.
Phoenix with a chance to increase their lead. Willie, deep position. JC was fouled. How about that pass once again from Montfort?
Yeah, I mean, just right on the mark. Just hit the bullseye from about, past half court to a wide open Willie Wilson. I mean, that just shows you guys, whoever's watching, that's still trying to improve and maybe make the PBA one day. You look at a guy like Evan Montfort, you look at him and you say, how can this guy be in the PBA? I mean, just looking at him, he's not that big, but he works so hard, and he has become a student of the game, and he's really mastered his craft.
Right now, Abueva is leading Intal for our shout count. Be heard with shout. Just visit sports5.ph and look for the shout tab. Show your love to your PBA idols by voting yes on their shout profiles. Out of 2 from the line. So on that trip, Shane Edwards announces his re-entry. Bank is open on this Friday evening.
It's 7:40, but the banks are still open here at the Smart Arm at the center. Nice slip pass there, though, for a nice shot by Shane Edwards.
You don't really see back shots from straight away, huh, Vince?
Usually when you do, the guy says, oh yeah, I meant to do that. Oh yeah, right.
JC Intal missed 2 free throws, but on the next trip hit a three-pointer. Phoenix is back up 34-32. A steal by the guys in white. Montfort to Intal. The Rocket taking flight, but Edwards was there to bother him. Offensive foul whistle on Calvin.
Wow. It's kind of a big call. That might be his third foul. It is the third foul on Calvin. So they've got his number tonight. 3 fouls and no points for Calvin Abueva.
Job defensively. We just got to keep moving the ball offensively and stop turning it over so much. We've had some easy passes that we're turning over. Step into shots and make them off of good passes. Okay? Again, we can get into some out, twist it back. When we come off of ball screens, guys, if there's a twist back, you got to lift. So if they're showing and somebody's dropping, you got to lift. If there's nothing there, we got a 3-man game. Just our game, all right? Just our game. Now, same thing with the ball screen. Okay, we got to make sure if RR comes off a ball screen, an early ball screen, and Pinckney's diving, he's big. You got to bump him early in regard to the wingman. You can't bump him down here. That's a lob and it's going to be a basket. Okay? So check him early. Without fouling, no cheap.
With still over 5 minutes remaining in this first half, it is the Phoenix Fuel Masters leading the Alaska Aces 34-32. Magu Marjon here for Signal TV, and we are joined by the Prince himself, former PBA player, still an active coach, still an active commissioner, Vince Izon.
Thank you once again. It's great to be here on Signal. You know, I've been watching the games as well. Wow. All I can say is, wow. The PBA has never looked so good. And, you know, with us around, maybe... No, I won't say that.
With you around, it looks a little better.
Great coverage, great coverage.
Kevin Pinckney once again, he's got 16 points, Vince.
Let me pat your back first. Okay, yes, great play by Pinckney. You know, he's really what the doctor ordered for the Field Masters, a big guy, and obviously he's shaking off his first game jitters or what, but he will get called for a foul there.
Would have been beautiful though for Edwards.
It was a good defensive play, but Edwards did a nice, what do you call it, a sidestep. Do we call it a Euro step or an Alaska step since it's Alaska?
Maybe, yeah. It was a big step at that. And Coach Koy Banal arguing about that last whistle. Pinckney likewise looking for an explanation.
All right, so here's Sugar Shane, who's obviously not leaving anything, you know, holding anything back. You know, Rob Dozier's just there. He's healthy enough to play maybe in the next game. This could be Shane's last game, so he's just letting it go. He's saying, hey, this is it.
9 and 5 so far, even though he missed both of those free throws. Wilson, 4 guys around him. They swing it out. It is Inbalo who's looking for Pinckney. Kevin goes to the fadeaway. Toss over to Edwards. Shane trying to outrun everybody before Pinckney comes back down.
What a crossover there by Shane Edwards.
And even if Abueva has a smile on his face, he's like, that's my move.
That was a very impressive play there by Sugar Shane, showing how sweet his game is.
Missed his previous 2 attempts from that line. Misses 3 straight.
You know, these 3 free throws, again, I'm such a stickler for these little things. But come the end of the ball game, when you're up or down by 1 or 2 points, you're going to think, I wish I made those 3 free throws back in the second quarter.
He's now 4 of 8 in total in this game. With exactly 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Phoenix up by 3. Garcia has 5 points across the stomach. Gets it to Wilson. Willie drills that one. He's got 6.
He's just ever dependable. That's the only way you can really describe Willie. He does the little things that coaches love, and he's very effective.
Edwards at the post. Wilson trying to slow him down. Banchero puts it on the deck, goes to that crossover. Banchero was clipped. He'll have to earn his points from the line.
hacking foul against R.R. Garcia to send Chris Banchero to the stripe. You know, I'm really happy for this kid. I know he works so hard. I see him before the games. He's usually the guy who's, if not the earliest, one of the earliest on the court, working on his outside shot, working on his 3 points, working on just every aspect of his game.
As we invite everybody to that titanic matchup tomorrow in Legazpi City over at the Ibalong Centrum for Recreation. The San Miguel Beermen, the Philippine Cup champions who are coming in at 2-1, take on the 5-0 Meralco Vaults. We will have that game for you on TV5, Hyper HD, and Signal 198. Tip-off is at 5. Should be an explosive matchup.
And you're going, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Fly out at 7 a.m. tomorrow as JC and Thal drills in another one. JC's got 7, Vince.
Matching the jersey that he's wearing, and Chris Banchero responds right away. You know, that's the thing about guys like Chris Banchero and JC. They'll just keep attacking you until you make a mistake.
Inval once again comes up short this time.
He's claiming he got hit by Bueva on the elbow.
Banchero on the move, puts it up. The one-hander does not work. Montfort with a full head of steam will look to slow things down because it's on 3-on-5.
Ran past his own players. They're like, hey, where are you going?
Where are the rest of you guys?
It's like the tortoise and the rabbit.
Oh, inside Wilson. Excellent location by Intal.
You know, it just boggles me. How does he do that? I mean, he's not supposed to be doing that at 6'2", 6'3", just scoring the wheel, blocking the import. Oh my goodness.
Only Wilson getting it done on both ends.
And to think we had a thing a while ago about Wilson's struggles. What struggles?
Versus Mindanao Aguilas. 4 p.m. Video National University versus Kaida Tile Master. And admission is free. And check this out on the D-League area schedule by Sean TV. Monday games will be aired Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. till 12 midnight. Tuesday games Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. till 12 midnight. And Thursday games Fridays, 8:30 p.m. till 12 midnight. To know more about D-League, you may visit the website and
Alright, now, Master, watch this. Alright, go. Pare, double yan. Double. Chef, if they're doubling here and he is not a 3, you get cut right there. Eman and Naran can hit it from there. Alright? Make a big man.
Willie, not nice. Before this game started, we were trying to point out how Willie Wilson's numbers have dropped this tournament from the Philippine Cup. We're not even halfway through this one, Vince, and he's already lit it up.
Yeah, he's contributing in big ways tonight and really showing his resiliency. You know, he hasn't been given a lot of playing time and all that stuff, but look at his numbers tonight. Averaging 7.3 points for an entire game. He's got 8 points, and we still got 2 minutes in the first half.
This tournament tie has only been 10. Definitely he's on track to break that tonight. He's got 3 boards and a big block already across his name. Let's see if they can come up with another stop.
I think he's got to be happiest about his block more than anything else.
Nice tap away by Pinckney as that ball already hit the rim.
That was almost a big collision between Banchero and Wilson as well.
Garcia trying to make his move. Montfort swings it over to Inval. They go deep inside to Kevin, and Pinckney will kiss it off the glass.
Edwards just didn't want to give up that foul, and you know, when you give it to Pinckney that close to the basket, I mean, it's just curtains. It's done. Too close.
Alaska all of a sudden down by 8. Manuel could not change that fact, and on the rebound play, Montfort was already up there, and he was fouled.
The battle of the big littles. Banchero versus Montfort inside the shaded lane.
How about that? Banchero averages more than 3 rebounds per ball game, was outboxed by 5'6", 5'5" Eman Monfort.
You know, there is a case for Banchero as well. He did go up with 2 hands up. You know, he tried to get that rebound over, but I think what the referee is talking about as far as foul goes is down low. And that's pretty much where Eman is and will stay.
It'll never be a foul on top if it's Eman. Monfort comes up with a split, increasing their lead to 9 now. Casio gets it over to Edwards. Shane drops it off. Calvin inside, in traffic, gets it to Manuel. And a 3-point play opportunity is coming up for the muscle man.
Calvin Abueva sort of playing the role of decoy right there. Everybody's saying he's due. He hasn't really been scoring at all in this game. He's got 3 fouls, but right there he drew all the attention. Dish it off to Vic Manuel, who obviously knows what to do with it.
11 points in the game now for Vic. And he brings Alaska to within 6. Just over a minute remaining in the second frame. We've got Garcia making his move on Banchero. Trying to bounce it to Wilson, but the pass was a bit too low.
Missed the mark there.
Manuel once again. This time Wilson's right on him. Wilson tried to sell that contact, but referee's deeming it was a flop.
That could have been. It could have been a charge there. But I think a good no call.
Lead of Phoenix is down to 4. Monfort looking for Pinckney. They want to stop the bleeding here. Eman from deep punches it through.
And when Monfort is showing why you can't just lay off of him.
Manuel at the other end. What a pass.
Wow. You got to get back on defense. Alaska wants to push it. And when guys like Vic Manuel and Calvin Abueva are sprinting down the floor, you know, you got to sprint to it as well.
That pass was perfect. It was just a couple of inches above the outstretched arms of Pinckney.
And that's not easy to do. They throw it over his long go get him arms.
48-43, Phoenix up by 5. Coach Goy Banal with a 30-second timeout. Coach Alex Compton mapping out what he wants to happen when they get the ball back. As we take a look at what the fiery forwards have done so far, Manuel taking care of the scoring for both of them. He's got 11.
Oh, yeah.
As you mentioned, Abueva still scoreless so far.
Not yet going for Calvin, but I could call these 2 guys the Calvic brothers. There you go. I just made up a new one. I'm just kidding. You know, they really remind us of those Bruise brothers of yesteryear, Yo-Yo Goodman and Ricky Roloso. I mean, those of you who've watched those games before would know what I'm talking about. But these guys combined stats of 33.4 points, 10 boards, about 4 assists, and shooting a very high percentage at 54.1%.
Trying to figure out what would be the best combo name for these guys, just like the Bruise brothers, because they do bring that big of an impact to the game. But first, let's take a look at the next 3 assignments for the Alaska Aces. This coming Wednesday, March 9, right here inside the Big Dome, they take on, that's a big matchup, Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel, and then on Saturday, they go to Cuneta. Next Saturday, that is March 12, as they take on Globalport, and then March 16, Wednesday, they take on SMB.
I'm sure they're looking forward to all those games, but most especially to that SMB game. They want to prove to themselves they can beat that team, and I think a lot of messages will be sent during that game, so definitely buy your tickets early.
I like that rivalry has been revived in 2015 and 16. That used to be the 90s rivalry. As Monfort thought he was fouled, but the ball will go to the Alaska Aces.
It did catch rim, but anyways.
Nobody else caught it though. Everybody just stopped.
Those are always the tough ones. You think it's going to be, you know, really off the rim, but it just kind of glanced it. But we will come to halftime.
48 for Phoenix, 43 for the Alaska Aces. The Fuel Masters doing enough to take this 5-point lead into the break. Proving that he is for real.
You know, Vic is actually outscoring the import, like you said. you know, doing import-like numbers for our local. You know, it's really a big advantage to have a guy like Vic Manuel on your side if you're the Alaska Aces.
Calvin Abueva scoreless so far. He's got 3 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. He's one of those 6 guys we were mentioning.
Yes.
Manuel Abueva, Tos, Banchero, Hazul, and Baguio, who actually averaged in double digits for the Alaska Aces, but so far it's only been Vic Manuel. Let's see if Abueva can finally get himself on the board. They're forced to kick it back out. They come up with a miss.
You know, I like the effort. I like the aggressiveness.